Welcome to a special episode of the Ray and Nev Show. Now, I do not have Nev next to me, but we do have a special guest, and I'll go ahead and introduce that person right now. Her name is Trachele. How you doing, Trachele?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Welcome to the Ray and Nev Show.
Thank you.
I wish Nev could be here, but unfortunately, Nev is actually on door knocking right now. Supposedly, when I'm not in Orlando, they try not to work, but he'll see this. He'll see this video. So how you doing? I'm here in Jacksonville, and I wanted to get to know the people here and amazing people. So far, I had some really good food. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me a little bit about Jacksonville.
Okay, well, I am an associate broker with the North Florida office.
Awesome,
I
awesome.
have been licensed since 2008, but I didn't
Okay.
actually start selling until 2016.
2016. Okay.
I worked as a part-time agent up until about 2 months ago.
Oh wow,
So I am transitioning full-time, and
that's exciting.
it's exciting,
Are
definitely.
you ready for that?
I'm ready. It's going to be a challenge, but I'm ready.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Gail is fantastic. She's been giving me a lot of advice and helping get me on the right path.
Absolutely.
As far as Jacksonville, we are a very special market.
Yes,
We're
I
very
noticed
laid
that.
back, but we're also very traditional and a lot of fun. But we're having a great influx of creativity, artistic movements, and there's a lot of fun stuff happening right now.
I see that. I see that. And one of the things that you mentioned, and I want to touch on that, the fact that everybody's laid back. If you're like a guy or a girl that doesn't like, you're always on the go, like a New Yorker type, you come here and you dominate.
Yes, I'm originally from San Diego, so it was a big transition
Oh
when I
my
moved
God, West
here.
Coast.
Yes.
Why made you make the switch?
My family was military.
Got it.
And
Got
we
it.
were
Makes
transferred
sense.
here, and I kind of stayed after
Yeah.
they retired because I was in college, and I'm like, well, I'll give
Where did you
Jacksonville
go
a
to
shot.
school?
I graduated from UNF.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Awesome.
So, since I've been here, one of the things I love about Jacksonville is the growth and the expansion. When I first came, we literally still had chickens that were crossing across the road. We had areas that were still dirt roads, and the town center did not exist. And
Yes, I saw that. Listen, so your town center, to be honest with you, is way like we have nothing like that in Orlando. Well, the closest thing we have to it is like Disney Springs, but that's more like touristy. But something for us, the locals, to go to, we don't have anything like that
the town center
unless
is
it's touristy.
amazing. And it's definitely expanded. I believe we had maybe 5 shops in the beginning, and now we encompass all pretty much of the South Side. There's even a town center plaza, a town center
Yes,
down the way. It's massive now.
it's
That's pretty
amazing.
much
It's
the center
amazing,
of Jacksonville at this point.
which is really cool. Like I really like it. I like so my experience is the people here are friendly. I was at the light and in Orlando. It used to be like this in Orlando, by the way. They never beat the horn at you here. I was at the light and I was texting, and the light turned green, and nobody, beep beep. Nobody beat the horn at me. I'm like, something's wrong with these people.
That's because I wasn't behind you.
Okay. So, give me 1 second. Talk about. See, this is why I do what you call it, because live edits.
Mm.
So. So now I have to cut the video. Normally I wouldn't have to cut. So, and take. So first question is,
I'm stealing your question.
okay. So if I knew Trachele in high school, who would you be? Who is it that I'm hanging out with in high school?
Trachele in high school was very, very friendly. She got along with everybody. So
Okay.
I was a thespian in the drama club. I was also a varsity track athlete. I played basketball.
Oh wow. Well, your height tells me I didn't know you played, but
I
I
didn't
figured you
like
could.
it, but I played. I was recruited. I was more of
Okay.
a track star. And I
You like track
also-
better.
Yes.
Yes, I was track star
I
too.
was very, very good at track. I actually won a state championship. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, I'll tell you my track story in a minute.
I also was in a lot of the advanced placement classes, so I was kind of all over the place. My high school was actually pretty cliquey, but I got along with everyone because
That's
a lot of part of me fit in with everyone.
Everybody. So you're like a chameleon.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'll tell you my track story. It's pretty hilarious. So when I was in high school, when I was in, I ran track and I wanted to impress a girl. And my wife's probably listening to this. So I wanted to impress a girl. So I always ran the 4x1 because
Yes.
I was a speedster, and I had to do the mile for a kid that got sick. And I'm like, Coach, I don't want to do it. And the coach was like, well, I need you because you're the only one that can probably do it. And I'm like, oh, whatever, I'll do it. And I did it because the girl's like, you could do it, Ray. And first time she's ever talked to me, I'm like, okay, I'm doing this. And yeah, your body ever cramped up to the point where you can't even sit down?
Yes.
That happened to me. Oh my God, the worst feeling in the world. Worst feeling in the world.
I remember that experience. I had to do that with the 400 actually.
Yeah.
I've always been a sprinter. Running that one lap felt like a mile.
Yes, it's horrible. So you're starting your career in real estate right now, full time. You've been doing it now part time for a few years. What's your biggest fear about going full time right now?
I think my biggest fear is the same fear that most people have when they're in a commission-based role, and it's generating consistent income, is making sure that you have a solid pipeline of leads and that you are every day doing the work necessary to build your business and move forward, because there's no safety net. There's no plan B.
Correct. And then the good thing about that is, like you said, you're already identifying the key factors and the key pillars of the things that you need to do. So as long as you do those things, you'll be fine. I promise you that. All right. Now, a question we always ask, and we like to put every agent on the spot here: why La Rosa?
I've actually spent all of my career with La Rosa. I was at another brokerage briefly for 2 months.
Okay.
And in that 2-month period, I saw what I did not want, and that was a traditional model. I wasn't actively doing anything to help me sell. It was more about sales meetings every Tuesday, floor time that was mandated, where I could be making calls or door knocking or prospecting instead of doing floor time because no one ever came in the office.
Correct.
And also, before we were even able to sell, we had to complete about 100 hours of training with the trainer, and our schedules were never in line.
And the biggest thing about that, think about it. When are you making money during that process?
You aren't. So that's putting you further and further behind. And I'm more of a hands-on, just let me do it type of person. So when I came to La Rosa, I was really intrigued by the 100% commission model, and also the fact that because I was still working full-time, they allowed me to transition to their brokerage as a part-time agent until I was ready to leave my full-time job.
Yeah.
And the fact that no mandated floor time, you don't have to do anything that you don't want to. You run your business the way you want. You are in full control.
That is awesome that you said that, because you know why I came to La Rosa?
Why is that?
Because and I always say this all the time, I got the freedom to run the business the way I wanted to run it.
Yes.
And that's the beautiful thing about La Rosa.
Yes.
All right. Awesome. So what can you tell me? Like, if I asked you, I said, Trachele, I want to eat at the best steak restaurant in Jacksonville, what would you tell me?
Oh, man.
Probably so many.
Okay. So Ruth Chris is great.
Love Ruth Chris.
Also Three Forks.
What's Three Forks? That's local.
Three Forks is local.
That's what I want.
Tapestry Park.
Okay. And, where's Tapestry Park?
Tapestry Park is on the south side.
Okay.
It's over near Tinseltown.
Perfect.
It's a mixed use community, so it's got residential as well as commercial spaces.
Gotcha.
That are below, and it's a nice little vibe over there.
Got it. Have you sold anything over there?
Not in Tapestry Park, but nearby, yes.
I'm really impressed that you know all these areas like that, and I think that's going to be your key into blowing up in Jacksonville. Absolutely. And I can't wait to hear this young lady's amazing story a year from now, and seeing her blossom into this amazing full-time agent. So for those of you out there that live in the Jacksonville area and want an experienced agent to help you, that's courteous, kind, and definitely knows what she's doing, reach out to Trachele. Trachele, what is your phone number? Tell them your phone number.
904-710-5962. And you can find me on all social media platforms, That Girl Shell.
That Girl Shell. Okay, so I'll be following her. Hopefully you guys will as well. And for that, thank you so much for interviewing with me today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next week. Like I said, this is a special episode, so we're going to be airing this the same week as we aired last episode, which was the undercover broker for Jacksonville. Stay tuned, because we're going to be talking about the results of that contest, which I'm a part of, and we'll go from there. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.
Bye.
Bye, guys.